Welcome to Tech Results Now. In this video, we are going to learn about series stats. Series stats return statistics for a numerical series using multiple columns. Let's go ahead and take a look how exactly this works. Now, here is some stats. It's going to return you. It's going to return your minimum value. It's going to return you min underscore idx. That's the first position of minimum value in the input array. Now, it will return you the max value of the array, and then it will return you the max position of that value in the array as well. So you can use the max underscore idx as well. You can get the average value of the input array and the variance and standard deviation. So these are different stats you can get by using series underscore stats. Now here we are going to drop our table and then recreate this table, and this called the total sale table. Now total sale table has some data, so we are selling the different items in different regions, and that's the data our total sale has. Now I will go ahead and execute this for you, just so you can see that items sold, and then we have date, and then we have region. So these are the three columns we will be using in our further queries. But before I go and start using the table data, I'm going to use this hardcode data. Here I'm creating an array of numbers, and you can see that I gave the name x to it. So I'm printing this value right there. So if I go ahead and say print x equal to dynamics, so here I'm putting multiple values here, and it is building an array of numbers. Now if I would like to get some values out of that or use this array, so I can use so I can say pipe sign here, and then say project and series stats x. So if I will just simply select that part and execute, you will see it is returning me some column such as series stats underscore x, min value, min idx value, and then you have x max max value, then you have index of that value. So see right there 87, that's the index. So it starts with 0 1 2 3, so this is the third one. So when you start with 0 1 2, and this is the third one, and then has the average, then standard deviation and variance. So all these stats are returned for this array of values. Now there is another function that we can use, is called the series stat dynamic. So let's run both of them together and take a look what they will return. So if you see right here, this one returns us in an array. So see right there, so you have a min value, comma, min idx. So same values what you have here is going to return you in the array value right there. Okay, so that's helpful. Now let's implement these two functions on our data. So we have total sale data, and I said make series. So it's going to create a series for us. Okay, so we have learned this one in the previous video, but we are going to demonstrate this again. So we are saying total sold items, that's a new column equal to the sum of items sold. And if there is no value, just put 0, and for which date or which range you want to use it. So you will say for the sold date, and from this date to this date, and we are stepping or ranging between the difference of 1 day. So step is 1 day. So for each of the date we are creating a series of data, and by region. So let's execute and then see what exactly it returns us. Now here you can see that it created a range of those values, and that's the item sold, and you can see right there. And here we have region Europe, North America, and Asia. Now this is if you guys remember that in the first query I created this array of values by using this dynamic keyword, and then used with the series stats. Here I'm using actual data and creating this series. Now once I have series, I can implement these functions on them. So this part will stay as it is, because that's creating the series. Once the series are created, this list of numbers is created, then we can say project get me region, and then I said give me the total items sold. And now after that I want to create this use series stats out of this. So I'm gonna get min, max, idea, min, idx, max, idx, variance, average, and all that. Also I'm gonna use get the list of array those in those values for min, max, and all that as well. Let's execute together, and now you can see that these are items sold. That's a series we created. Now we have min values, min index, max values, max index, and variance and all that. At the end, what you have all that together in one array value here. So you can see right there. So it all everything what you have sees as a columns, you are seen there as one set of array that has all these values there. Now what you can do, you can go further if you don't want to, like here if you see right there we are selecting all the columns. So by just saying series underscore stat and total items sold, it is going to return you everything, right? Now but if you're not interested to see all the columns, what you can do, your rest of the query is going to be same. Then you're going to say project and select what columns you need. So in from the array of values, what you're going to do dot min. Okay, so that's here I created this equal to series right there. So see right there we have this series stats, and then from the array of values, if I want to get some values just min or max and all that, yeah, I can always get from the value from there. So array of values dot min, that's going to return me min value. Array of values dot max value, that's going to return me max value, and then average is going to return me only average out of that. So you can see right there. So here, as actually I did not use this column at all, so I just only use this. So that's first I created this one, extended this one. So if you see that, even I can remove this one because I'm not using this. So right there, execute. So it's giving me these values, and then out of these, if I want to display only some values, so array dot min, so that's going to get me this value. Array dot max is going to get me this value, and array dot average is going to give me that value from this array of values column. So if I run this together, so you can see right there. So this is how you will use make series. You will use series stats, and also use series stat dynamic to create required data out of your values. So this is very powerful functions, and I hope this video will help to create your required output. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.